heart become a diamond. The value of diamond never change actually. Before I speak about this great Sufi who shared with me this story in paradise, I like to say some guidance. I like to give some guidance. Mongolian Kaiser, he has most expensive diamond in his crown. There was no alternative. One day he was passing in the bridge. Under this bridge, there was a upfluss where dirty water and when people make a toilet, everything was there under this bridge. It was a terrible bad smell there. And he wanted that they should be clean. And in this moment, this most expensive diamond fell in this dirt, this bad smell water where toilet and pinkle, everything goes. Somehow this bad smell water, this Bach was very deep and they tried to find this diamond, but they could not find it. And many people were researching because this was a diamond belonged to Mongolian Kaiser, emperor. Year later, they found this diamond, but someplace else. These dirty waters, this dirty Bach, he took this diamond by dirty place bottoms, someplace else. When they found this diamond came back and they were washing this diamond and they put again in the crown of Emperor Kaiser. Because he was living in such a dark, dirty where pinkle pieces where people make a caca could not change the value of this diamond. Years later they found from this bad smell water. So the story which I'm gonna tell, this great Sufi is one of the founder of Sufism. And he revealed to me that when there is a little small tiny light goes in the heart, you come to know the value of God. Then slowly this heart become a diamond. This heart become, knowing the value of God, he get compassion, forgiveness. And the way he loved God, the way he loved mankind. The Sufi was saying that by circumstances, he has a big family and he had to take care of them. And finally his circumstances became so low that he got a job where front of the club's Suhalta invite people to go and look at this girl, sexy body, and come and enjoy. This kind of job this Sufi was doing. But same time, his research was to come to know God deepest way. So another great Sufi got a message that you go to this person who working for the nightclub Suhalta and say Chris got from God. And time did not came in your life that you leave this darkful path and come into the light. The Sufi went, but when he saw this other person who was a Sufi, but he was hiding himself, he thought, no, this is the wrong man. There must be somebody else. Second night, God said to him, why you did not deliver my message? He said, God, this cannot be this person. God said, this is the same person. I know his heart. I know him. So you go again and say, Chris God, time did not came that in the memory of love of God, you come out from darkness into the light. Second day, the Sufi went and he saw again that this was other who was hiding, but he was Sufi, but however circumstances he was doing such a job. He was using very low language and calling people, come in the nightclub and check very sexy body woman and have a enjoy. Again, this Sufi did not give the message. He came back. God said to him, what is your problem actually? Why you don't give my message to him? God said to him, tomorrow go again and say to him, kiss God, and this is the message of God. Time has not arrived that you leave this darkful path and in the memory and the love of God, come into the light. Unfortunately, this Sufi went next day and he said to this man, 3 times God sent me, but I could not deliver the message because I saw the way low language you are using as a Suhalta in front of the nightclub. I thought there must be somebody else. But now I came to know, I don't know who you are. but God sent Kiscot to you and say his time is not arrived. Get in the love of God to live this darkful path. The other man, when he heard this thing, because he was hiding, but he was a great Sufi, but circumstances brought him to do such a low job. He asked this other Sufi, can you give me again message? So the Sufi repeated. He asked one more time. So the Sufi repeated. This moment, the Sufi fell on boredom, on floor as a coma. When he came back, awareness, he was crying like a child. And he left the Suhalta job. And the Sufi who gave him the message, they never meet each other. 40 years later, in the deep forest where Hindu, Yogi, Guru, Sadhu, Sufis, mostly they went in the forest to meet God, to become enlightenment. Meet Ishwar is the name of God. He saw him. The Sufi who was bringing the message for this other Sufi, who was hiding inside of his heart. By circumstances, he was doing such a low job. They met each other, and the Sufi says, I remember you. You are the same person? He said, yes, I am the same person. But 40 years later, God had changed my word actually. I am a person now. God revealed to me so much. Now I am going to give these messages to Sufi, to Sadhu, to saint, to everyone. And later this man who God was saying Kiscot, this Sufi, became one of his greatest founder to guide the Sufism, the value of love actually. This story is telling us when your heart becomes diamond and even you are fell in dark evil upflows, your value never change. Whenever you're gonna come out from this path of dirtiness, darkness, you will be always diamond actually. Because when heart inherit the nature of God, he becomes like a God actually. He becomes like a sunshine who gives warmness to everyone. He becomes like a rain where without differences, rain comes to everyone. He becomes springtime. It's for everyone. He becomes a ocean, so everybody can enjoy. His love becomes deeper than the ocean, sea. His love becomes sweeter than the honey, highest than any mountain Everest. So message is clear. Turn your heart to God in love. Even you are in dark environment, slowly, your body will come to used to and want to research the purpose of life. Your mind gonna become true thinker in God. You will become a universal consciousness which can embrace the whole creation. You will come to know the truth and divine hidden love, secret. Your heart will become a meeting point with God. Your spirit will be free to meet and embrace universal God. Just turn your heart to the subject who is a creator, who gives birth to love, where love becomes mystics, lose his senses. There begin the footprint of God. This is a heart. If you can have all the knowledges of this creation, heart will be the highest. You can have a justice. You can have a thought, good thought. You can have a faith like a mountain. But heart will be the greatest and highest place. There will be belief, faith, and justice and all those things. But if your heart is not turned to God, you can have all the creation. You can have all the paradise, but you will never come to know the taste of your universal God. And you will be always empty. And slowly, when the air will go away from the balloon, downfall will take place. But so long you will be loving God with your whole heart. Even you fell in the dirty Bach where is a pink caca, everything, bad smell. And if your heart is like it belong to God, your value will never change. So this story in mind, the moment heart turn to your Creator in love, everything else change and turn together with heart, because heart is the meeting point in love between God and His creation. Thank you so much this help you to look at your heart and find out if your heart first love is God, or is in your heart your last love is God. And if it's true that your first love is God, your last love is God, you never will be lost in eternal spiritual life. Your love will become your wing to bring you out from this darkful world. And you will embrace your universal value with your Creator. So again, everyone asks, if he is a Sufi, if he is a Guru, if he is a Sadhu, if he is a saint who research God, they all should ask, who belong to my heart actually? Who should be first place in my heart? Who should be everlasting place in my heart? And if this love of God grow, then slowly, darkness will remove. And all those keys will harmonize with your heart. And God will not hide Himself before you.